I welcome you for this 9th Academic Council meeting. So today's main agenda is approval of R18 syllabus for UG programs, approval of R20 regulations, course structure, and syllabi of all UG and PG programs. And third point, to discuss on overall progress of academic year 1920.
Reddy is not there.
Sir, regarding regulations under autonomy, we do have now two academic regulations are going on. One is
sir, is there any problem, sir? Sir, Satyanarayan, sir? Can you visible, sir, PP?
Sir, Professor Satyanarayan Garu, is there any problem in slide sharing? Are you able to see or not, sir?
We are able to see, but thing is, I am unable to open the desktop. I have just opened in the mobile.
Okay, sir.
So I am trying to do that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, now we are running two regulations. One is R16 and R18 is going on. R20 will be effective from academic year 2021. So for BTech, first year R20 regulations will be effective. For second and third year R18 is going on, and fourth year R16 of MTech programs. First year R20 regulations and second year R18 regulations. MBA first year R20 and second year R18. MCA first year R20 and second, third year R18 regulations. Sir, what are the different changes with respect to our regulations? R18 is academic autonomy. Earlier it was not there. Now after autonomy, we are giving then internships, MOUs, outcome-based education and choice-based education system we are implementing, and NPTEL online courses, industry institute collaborations, skill development programs, mini projects, communication skills practices, soft skills practice, technical aptitude, quantitative aptitude, MOOCs courses, open electives, industry-oriented courses, skill development centers, university innovative fellows, positive impacts on employability, innovation and incubation center. So these are the things which we are having before autonomy, now after autonomy. Now R18 UG syllabi approved by BOS as a first agenda. The BOS meeting has been conducted by all the departments recent times, and the entire syllabus of R18 has been approved by the BOS, and that is finalized, and this is we are putting in front of you for final approval. For civil engineering, we do have a complete syllabus structure here: electrical and electronics engineering, mechanical, electronics and communication engineering, and computer science and engineering. Sir, we do have BOS members for your reference. If you want randomly any one of the branches, we can give you. Similarly, R18 also, the syllabus and the course structure is also available, sir. So as an example, I will show you mechanical engineering, R18, particularly third and final year complete syllabus, which has been ratified by BOS members. Earlier, first and second semester, third and fourth semester also finalized earlier in the board meeting. And some of the sessions, what they have mentioned us, and amendments and corrections also have been made. And now, fifth semester, this is the course structure. That is what we are seeing here. In the fifth semester, 5 regular subjects, Then the sixth subject, we have introduced open elective as per the designed course structure, and we have introduced. Similarly, the laboratories, we have 3 laboratories in the fifth semester. Then non-credit courses, what we have introduced is Professional Society Activity 3, Quantitative Aptitude, and Indian Constitution. These are courses where the credits are 0. And similarly, sixth semester, the subjects in case of mechanical engineering branch, 4 core subjects, then 1 elective, it's a professional elective. List of professional electives also have been given, and that I will show you at the end. Then these are the electives. Out of this, student can opt any one depending on their choice. Then open elective also we are offering. Apart from that, there are 3 laboratories plus 1 term paper. Similarly, non-credit courses also introduced for 2 theory hours with 0 credits. Professional Society Activity 4, then Technical Aptitude. Then when it comes to the 7th semester, 2 subjects of core in nature, metal forming process and operations research. Then open elective 3, which is of 2 credits. Then professional elective 2. These are the subjects for professional elective 2. In this, we have even given 1 MOOC course also as an option. So in this way, these are the subjects, and in 8th semester, these are the courses. So now the Department of Mechanical Engineering open electives list also has been given, open elective 2, open elective 3, etc. Similarly, the other subjects also we have given. So this is the detailed syllabus of different subjects. The BOS members have given some modifications, little changes, and all those have been changed and incorporated for your final approval. So these are the things regarding subject syllabus, detailed syllabus. So next, sir. Sir, shall I proceed further?
See,
One minute.
we don't want to see the course structure and other things because it's approved by the already BOS. If you have any regulations, you can talk about the regulations.
In the regulations, R18 regulation already has been finalized, approved, and earlier council meetings, sir.
Yeah, then it's well and good.
Yes, sir. So based on that, we have prepared the syllabus.
And are you talking anything about minors and this one? What do you call it? Honors?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is there, sir.
Yes, sir.
What about the minor and what about the honors?
Minors and honors, 1 minute, sir. Our director.
Sir, minors and honors, they carried out the 20 credits, sir. That's clearly explained. Yeah.
Okay.
1 minute, sir. Please, sir, I will go through it, sir. 1 minute. I will share the PPT, sir.
Anyway, Mohan Gar, in between my doubt, some courses written 4 outcomes, some are written 6. Is it okay?
Where, sir? In that.
In course structures, some courses are written 4 outcomes, some are 6 like that. Is it okay for this one calculation of attainment, all this, or uniformly want to maintain? If it is already BOS, okay, but calculation may be taking time.
A credit distribution, sir, are you asking about?
No. These course outcomes are there, no? Every subject. That one.
Oh, yeah.
You suggest for the uniformity, then we will again modify it, sir.
అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి హానర్ గురించి అడుగుతున్నారు సార్, వాళ్ళు చెప్పలేదు. నేను చెప్తాను.
Honors degree or major with eighth one, serial number 8 taken.
Hello, sir.
Honors degree or major with minor degree.
Vinipurtan, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Sir Ramakrishna, sir, your voice is audible. Please speak, sir, please. Ramakrishna, sir. Sir Ramakrishna, sir. Unmute చేయమని చెప్పండి సార్ రామకృష్ణ సార్ శర్మకు ఫోన్ చేసి సార్ సత్యనారాయణ సార్
Yes.
Yeah. Sir, now the point of the discussion of this today's academic council would like to approve the regulations of the R20, sir. It's very clear,
Okay.
sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
before going to the R20 explanation of the regulation, now I would
Yeah.
like to what regulation happened, changes in the R18 to R20, sir. That is number
Okay.
one is the virtual lab, sir. There is no virtual labs in the R18 regulation. We introduced in the R20 regulation virtual labs, sir. The details description I will explain, sir. Core subjects, some of the core subject 80% chalk and talk and 20% with industry, sir. Then summer internship, community service based internship is introduced in the second year summer vacation, sir. Usually it is in R18 regulations in the third year itself, sir. Third year summer break. Now will be taken to for the second year break, so second year to third year break, sir. For the flexibility of the student preparation of the CRT or GATE preparation or a competitive point of view, sir. Then fourth, skill-oriented, skill-advanced courses are introduced, sir. Then fifth one is job-oriented elective courses at the open electives. Sixth one, adoption of the programming languages as the course from the fifth semester to sixth semester, sir. Seventh one, project work, seminar, full semester internship in industry. Eighth one, honors degree or major with a minor degree, sir. It is then 20 credits. It is based on the performance of the student, which student is consistently making 7.5 CGPA in second semester itself, sir, onwards. Then we are introduced grafting flexibility of the credits, sir, once at a 4 years degree, sir. The makeup examination is then introduced in the internal examination, sir. Then betterment of the marks for the subsequent of the regular as well as to the supplementary examination. Gap year is also introduced. NCC is an approved body, sir, that is approved by the commandant of that air wing as well as to the RB, sir. That is also introduced, sir. These impending changes is an introduced than R18 regulation to the R20 regulation, sir. This is the proposed R20 regulation, sir. Then when it comes to the composition of the curriculum of the R20 regulation, we can divide into the category wise and the weightage of the credit distribution, sir. Then basic sciences 5 to 10%, humanities and social sciences 5 to 10%, basic sciences, mathematics, physics and chemistry 10 to 15%, engineering sciences including workshops, drawing, basics of the electrical, electronic, mechanical and computer science engineering, it comes to 10 to 15%, professional subjects 30 to 40%, professional subjects in electives, sir, relevant to the chosen specialization or respective branch 5 to 10%, sir. Open electives, sir, MOOCs, that is 5 to 10%. Project work, full semester internship and summer internship, 5 to 10%, sir. It's carry 14 credits. Skill-oriented courses and certificate courses, sir. It is when linked with an APSSTC and other apex bodies, sir. It's 2 to 3%. Then mandatory courses, sir. That is an induction program of the first year itself. NCC courses, Constitution of the India, endowment science, social values and professional ethics. We all followed the laid down guidelines of the UGC. Semester examination is 60 marks, madam. When it comes to the internal evaluation, the total internal weightage for the theory courses 40 marks with the following distribution: 30 marks for the midterm examination, 5 marks for the quiz, 5 marks for the alternative assessment tool, madam. When it comes to the external evaluation, the semester examination in each theory subject shall be conducted for 3 hours. Duration at the end. Pattern of the semester examination question paper as follows. Then a total of 2 sections, section 1 and section 2. Section 1 contains a 5 2 marks questions, 1 question from each unit, and the student has to be answered all 5 questions compulsory. 5 into 2 is the 10 marks. Section 2 contains the 10 questions are to be designed taking the 2 questions from each unit, unit wise either or type. Of the total 5 units, 5 into 10, 50. 10, 50 together is a 60 marks. Then when it comes to the 30, 5 is together is a 40 marks, madam. Where in the regulations, then we are clearly explained in the page number that I will share to you. The student should secure 40% of marks in the end examination only. They are considered to pass, madam. That is a compulsory. This is clearly, Arvinda madam, this is clearly mentioned in the regulation, madam.
Yes.
Internal any pass percentage, Mohan Garu? Internal exam. Internal exam, any pass percentage is there?
No, sir.
40 marks.
Internal we don't have usually. Internal plus external put together. Again, it should be 40%.
Yes, madam.
Actually, that's what we do in our institute.
Okay.
Madam.
Yeah.
That's again one, yeah.
Specified saying that only external valuation is they need to get 40%.
Like what we are taking is 35% for external, and both internal and external put together, it should be 40%. So usually JNTU, all the universities also, we follow the same rule. 40% external and internal put together, and only for external it is 35%.
Then will it be serious for students to appear for a semester end examination seriously? Internal automatically if they get 40 out of 40.
35% marks also, it's not that easy getting.
No, it is a general rule, as madam said. Normally for external examination 35% is the pass, but for overall he should get 40% to clear the subject.
Yes, sir. We are also following the same.
General practice. You can
So
also
in this-
follow the same rule.
Yes, we are following the same, sir. Out of 60, 35% every student must get to get the pass.
Yeah, and total
And
pass
this
pass
is
mark.
40%. Put together, it will be 40%.
Okay.
Sir.
Mohan, what is this 5 marks for alternative assessment tool ante? And how you are planning that?
Sir, one doubt. Yeah, please, sir.
Mohan,
Sir.
so 5 marks for alternative assessment tool, how you are planning that?
Sir, it is a continuous internal assessment taken by the independent to the faculty, sir, by the way of conduction of the seminars, then student, the PowerPoint presentation, then any project work related, whatever the particular concerned teacher is instructed to the student should perform based on the performance of day-to-day performance of the student in the classroom itself or laboratory itself, seminars.
Maybe home assignments, something like
Yes, sir.
home assignments.
These are,
Group
yeah.
discussions, home assignments.
What
So there
about
are
quiz?
called active learning methods.
Yeah.
You can adopt any active learning method and submit.
What about quiz?
Sir, the quiz is going to be taken as a part of a competitive spirit, sir.
Multiple choice or fill in the blanks?
Multiple choice, sir. Multiple choice.
Okay, and mid examination
30 marks, sir.
pattern?
Pattern, sir. Mid examination, the first mid examination for the 50% of syllabus, sir. Unit 1 and 2 and 50% of unit 3, sir. Second mid examination shall be conducted on the remaining 50% of the syllabus. Unit 3, unit 4, 50% of unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5, sir. 2 mid-term examinations for the 30 marks with the duration of the 90 minutes. Each will be conducted for every theory course in the semester. The mid-term examination marks shall be awarded giving the weightage of the 80% in the mid-term examination, in which the student scores better performance, and the 20% remaining mid-term examination, sir. The final mid-term examination marks obtained by the addition of these 80%, 20% as per the university only, sir.
Okay, what are the time slot allotted
90 minutes, sir.
for quiz?
Quiz, sir. Quiz.
Okay, that's fine. For quiz, how much time?
Yeah. Sir, we are going to be conduct 2 quiz examinations, sir. 5 marks for each theory subject with the duration of the 50 or 60 minutes for all theory courses in the semester. There shall be offline, online or offline examination consisting of the 10 multiple choice of the questions per subject and are to be answered by the choosing the correct answer from the given set of the choice, commonly 4. Each multiple choice questions carry 0.5 marks, sir. Such a question paper shall be useful for testing knowledge, skills, application, analysis, evaluation and understanding of the students for the competitive exams like GATE, IEC, UPSC, PSU.
Okay. Continue.
Please, sir. Sir, can we clear the theory course? We are going to be weightage for the 40%. Then together, pass percentage. Together, internal as well as to the external examination, sir.
Yeah,
Please.
that is correct. Yes.
Yeah. Sir, practical course, sir. The
Any
performance of
marks on attendance?
no, sir.
Do you have detention based on internal marks?
No, sir. Only for the attendance,
Based
sir.
on attendance.
Yes, sir. The practical course, sir. The performance of the
Fine,
student in What can I say?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Sir, do you suggest detention based on internal marks, sir? Ramakrishna.
No, madam. Don't complicate the life of a student. Because anyhow, there is a condition that he should get 40%.
Practical, there should not be 10. I mean, there will be local problems also, madam.
I was just wondering.
So I think they cannot go with that. No, because you're asking because to give the importance to the practical.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but they should do it accordingly. But you cannot pose any the restrictions on that.
Right. So with the quiz, Mohan sir, is a quiz a necessary parameter for internal evaluation, sir?
Yeah, it's very, very important, madam. If the students is going to undergo with the preparation of the GATE, IEC, UPSC, or any public service units, students should undergo the application knowledge, analysis and evaluation understanding.
10 questions is quite a less number.
No, madam. 10 multiple questions for the per subject, madam. Total together about 60. Yeah, 60 madam.
Mohan Garu, what is the time you said for each quiz exam?
50 to 60 minutes, sir. 50 to 60 minutes, sir.
15 or
50, 50, sir. 1 hour, sir.
For 10 multiple choice questions, you need 50 to 60.
Sir, into
60 multiple choice.
into six. Sir, into six subjects, sir. Into 6 subjects.
Into 6 subjects. Okay. Then my advice is instead of going for only 2 quiz examination in a semester, you can have more number.
More number.
Have more in number for each subject.
Sure, sir.
So that if
finally we are consolidated with 5 marks, sir.
Finally you you arrive at 5 marks.
Sir.
And they can claim that it becomes a continuous evaluation process.
Sure, sir.
Maybe for every 2 weeks, if we have a quiz exam,
yes, sir.
after the 8 weeks, we will have a midterm test. Again, another 2 weeks, we will have a quiz exam. So that
Sure,
becomes continuous evaluation and it will be useful for you to claim at a later date.
Noted, sir.
And then again, one more thing I have noted is still you are following the unit system,
Sir.
but you are claiming you are following outcome-based education.
Sir.
Certainly in outcome-based education, they don't specify the syllabus in terms of units, but they specify in terms of COs. Course
Sir.
outcome 1, 2, 3, etc.
Sir.
And while setting the question paper also, you have to clearly indicate the question belongs to which CO.
Okay.
You are testing the knowledge of student in which CO. So that if the student answered that question,
Sir.
you must be able to identify which course
PO.
outcome he has attained and at what level he has attained.
Sure.
So I think your BOS have to make a little more work in identifying that and dividing the units into COs. And
Sir.
I also observed that the number of COs you have mentioned are very less, maybe 4
Sir.
or 5.
Sir.
But NBA recommends 6 to 8 COs for each course. That also you have to take care, because
Sure,
these are all going to be a big problem when you apply for NBA accreditation or NAC accreditation.
Sir. Sure, sir.
And I request you to send me one BOS minuted meetings copy,
Sir.
so that I will verify whether they have whether they have minuted what you have said now properly in the BOS meeting minutes or not. Because you have made so many changes in Y18 regulation also, correct?
Yes, sir.
So how many new courses you have introduced? What percentage change has happened in the existing courses?
Okay.
And whether they have recorded them properly in the minutes or not, it is to be checked. If you can
Definitely,
please,
sir.
okay, or otherwise please mail it at least one BOS minutes to me. I will
Sir.
help.
Sure, sir. Sir, total R18 regulations, course structure and syllabus, I am already forward to you, sir.
Yeah, I have seen that, but my interest is
Sir.
whether the changes are minuted properly or not.
Sure, sir.
Because
Definitely.
the accreditation bodies will not ask for regulations.
Yes, sir.
They will only ask for the minutes.
Minutes, yes, sir.
So whatever modifications you have done, all of them must reflect in the minutes.
Sure, sir.
So because, and one more doubt I have, in Y18 regulation,
Sir.
we have so many courses in the 8th semester also.
Okay.
That means you are-
R18. Yes, sir.
yeah. That means you are not sending R18 people to one semester internship.
No, sir. We are that R18. We are not a provision of full semester internship, sir. R18.
Provision means it is not permitted by the university.
No, they are not permitted, sir. University is no. There is no objection
Then
from
you
the
can
university.
make modification because already you have decided to modify R18 regulations.
Yes,
We
sir.
will not have any problem, sir.
Sir,
You
can you
modify
people?
and send the students to internship for one semester. You can accommodate even R18 students also. What about R19?
No R19, sir.
Why? Why no R19?
Now we are running 3 regulations, sir. Then R16, R18, as well as to the R20, sir. Now we are incorporated in between to R18 to R20. Maybe it's a bit complication to execute.
My doubt is, are you going to change R19 regulations next year?
No, sir.
Every
Now
2 years, we'll be changing
every 2 years,
usually.
sir.
Every 2
R16,
years.
R18, and R20, sir. The in between R16 to R18 2 years.
It is
R18
okay,
to
I understand. You have done very good modifications, improvements you have brought in R18.
Sir.
And then there is a total deviation from R18 to R20 in a
Sir.
better way.
Okay.
There is a lot of improvement you have made in R20.
Sir.
And some modifications you have done in R18 to make an advantage, to give advantage to the students of 18 batch.
Sir, Satyanarayan, sir.
What about 19 batch? What about 19 batch? That is what I am asking.
Sir, 19 batch is come under R18 regulations only, sir. They
Okay.
joined in the year 2000. Yes, sir.
So they continue with R18.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay. Gosh.
Mohan,
Sir.
few questions, sir.
Yeah.
As for because it is a R20 regulations,
Sir.
as for the AICT,
Sir.
number of credits to be given
Sir.
for the intern project is 10 credits, minimum 14 credits.
Sir.
14.
So whereas university has given 10 credits for that.
Okay.
You have
Sir.
given only 2 credits.
For internship, sir.
So yeah.
Yeah, sir. 1 minute.
Hello?
That internship is not for the full internship, sir. That internship is happened in between of the second year to third year, the summer internship, sir.
Summer
There is
internship.
only 180 hours only, sir. Only 180 hours, 2 months of time, sir.
Okay.
That's why based on the
Okay.
hours, contract hours, we made them the 2 credits only. Whereas comes to the full semester internship, we are validated with the 14 credits, sir, in the 8th semester, sir.
No. That you said project. Project is something different from the internship.
Sir, no, that what you linked APSC, the Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education, given some guidelines, sir. That no student will allow with a pure internship. Ask them to internship students also to engage in some project work, sir. Based on that guidelines, we incorporated either in the internship followed by within project work, sir. Whatever they did learn in the internship, they should be project in the form of project, and the student get such a valid credit, sir.
So now you want to club the project as well as the internship.
Yes, sir.
Our
Yes, sir.
project is a part of the internship.
Yes, sir.
It
Okay.
is a part of
But
it. It is a part.
APSC said, they said internship is a mandatory, but they have not given any credits for that. They said
Yes.
it's a mandatory. Whereas AICT said 14 credits should be given for the internship.
Yes, sir. We are also given 14 credits in internship for the 8th semester, sir.
But you said it's a project. Project is different from the internship, isn't it?
No, sir. That you are just mentioned. Sir, this is the project work, seminar, and full semester internship in industry, sir. 14 credits, sir.
Is it possible for every student to get the opportunity to work in an industry?
Yeah, we have the proven track record on the internship, sir. Then last year, we adopted for the full semester internship. Internship. Sir, our students learn to build and create the world they will through the internship and real-time research experience, sir. Last year student, just a passed out student, 2019-20 batch, ECE, number of students, 41 students undergo for the internship in DRDO, IIT Madras, Technology Park, ISRO, Digital Flora, RS Electronics. Where is the CSE student 35, sir, DRDO, BSNL, SHIAS, CyberSet Systems, and Chaos Vision Networks. Then
You see here you said ECE 41. You have
Yes, sir.
around 180 students. You have 180 students.
Yes,
What
sir.
about the remaining 140 students?
Yes, sir. Here it comes to there is some guidelines for the full semester internship, sir. Who student possesses 7.5 CGPA up to 6th semester, then only the student is eligible to undergo for the full semester internship in R16 regulation. But where it comes to this regulation of R20, there is no criteria, there is no eligibility criteria for the full semester internship, sir. All students are eligible. Where you have some what you call successive track record to work with an industries, then you people are easy to send for the 2024 passed out student. For the repeated industries, we have very strong association with such a what you call that internship companies, sir. Then we can easily to send the students, accommodate all the students, sir, all eligible students. Now there is no any eligibility criteria.
So he is hopeful of sending all the students.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate you,
Sir.
and I congratulate you also. But the problem is it possible for all the students to get the internship in an industry? That's the main question.
Sir, if
If
any,
not,
yes,
not
sir.
what are you going to do? If not, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that is that's why we are aligned with the internship within a project work, sir.
Yeah, agreed. But even then, suppose if all the students are not going to get an opportunity, then
Sir.
what is your second plan?
Mohan Garu, what sir is talking is
Yeah,
any
yes,
other
I got
option.
it.
Other option. If this is not happens, other option. Yeah,
Other
like publication of a paper or doing at college the project work or something like that. Any other
Yeah.
option.
Yeah, that is allowed, sir. Even any student in some what you call any genuine reason he is not in a position to undergo for the internship, they are allowed with to do project with a linked with any publication of paper that is already written in the R20 regulations very clearly, sir.
So, if a student gets a publication, that will be considered as an internship.
Yes, sir. But our aim is to send the 100% of student for the internship, sir. If any student volunteers, yeah.
Right. That is you are aiming. But
Yes,
suppose
sir.
if that is not going to happen, what is your plan B? That is the most important thing.
Yeah, parallelly we have the accommodate the students with the project work. That project work guidelines also written, sir.
So next thing is your there should be universal human values course in the second year, first semester or second semester.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you incorporate that course?
Yes, sir.
Universal human values.
Yes, sir. We incorporated, sir. Incorporated.
It is there.
Yes, sir.
No, if it is there, then well and good. There is no need to show me.
Yeah, is sir. We introduced what you. So 1 minute, sir. Yeah. Total.
The two humanities and social science may be there.
Yes, sir.
No, that is not the thing. Universal human values.
Social
Yes,
ethics and human values.
Yeah, we have, sir.
AICTE now
ఉన్నాయి ఎక్కడ ఉంది 1 minute I'll show it. Yeah, ఇక్కడ ఉంది ఇక్కడ ఉంది సోషల్ వాల్యూ MC. Sir, here, sir, BTech 6th semester, social values and professional ethics, sir, as a mandatory course, sir.
I am not talking about social values and professional mandatory course. It's not it should be a compulsory course.
Yes, sir.
So I'm sending you two letters from the AICTE.
Okay.
This is this 3 credits compulsory course for the universal human values, making almost 160 credits.
Okay. Can I proceed with that social values and professional ethics with then credit course, not instead of mandatory course, sir?
No, I sent a letter from the AICT to you, to your mobile WhatsApp.
Okay, I will check, sir, please.
So, yeah, now what you have to do, if not 160, you can make it as a 163 credits.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And 163 credits, and you incorporate universal human values, 3 credits course in the
Sure,
second day, first semester for some programs, second day, second semester for some programs.
Okay, sir. We will adjust it accordingly. I will send the revised, what you call, we valid with the social values and professional ethics with the credit course, and we will accommodate the credit distribution and send to you, sir. Please revise it.
Right. Then the second issue. Now, as per your curriculum, 121.5 credits for the lateral entry students.
Yes, sir.
And giving a fractional numbers credits with a degree.
Okay.
May not be good.
Okay. Can I round up it, sir? Please, sir. I will round up it, sir. Please.
So either you make it to 121 or you make it to 122.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Accordingly, 0.5 credits can be added in the first year, or 0.5 credits can be subtracted from the first year.
Sure, sir. We'll accommodate it and modify accordingly, sir. Round up that lateral entry credits, sir. Either in 121 or 122, sir, please.
Yeah, 121 or 122, 0.5 adjusted here in the second year.
Sure, sir.
That is the thing. And one thing is, instead of going with the 160 credits, you go with the 163 credits.
Okay, sir.
For all programs.
4-year degrees.
Yeah.
Mohan Garu,
sir.
The R18 regulation people also have the flexibility to do minor and honors?
No, sir.
No, only for R20.
Yes, sir.
And how you
No,
are
R18 is also there minors.
No, sir. We don't have minor and honor in the R18 regulation, sir.
Oh.
That is the changes I have shown, sir. This one.
Yeah. How are you going to plan for it? Minor means how many extra courses he has to do?
6 courses, sir.
And honors?
Honors also 6 courses, sir.
And when he will do all those 6 courses?
Yeah.
How are you planning them?
Yes. Sir, major degree with a minor, sir. A student shall be permitted to register minors program at the beginning of the 4th semester, provided that the student must have acquired 7.5 CGPA, semester grade point average, up to the end of the 2nd semester without any history of the backlog, sir. It is expected that 3rd semester results may be announced after the commencement of the 4th semester. If a student fails acquire 7.5 CGPA up to 3rd semester or failed any course, his registration for the minor program shall be stand cancelled. And SGPA 7.5 has to be maintained in the subsequent semesters without any backlogs in order to keep the minor registration active. Minor degree will cumulatively require additionally 20 credits in the specified area in addition to the credits essentially for the obtaining undergraduate degree.
University కొన్ని guidelines ఇచ్చింది కదా దీని మీద?
Yes, sir. We followed the same guidelines, sir.
Same guidelines. Satyanarayana sir, same guidelines కదా?
అవును.
Yeah. Then it's fine. Okay.
We are not
కావద్దు. ఎందుకంటే డిగ్రీ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఇబ్బంది అవుతుంది.
లేదు, sir. We are not deviated, sir. Minor and honor we are aligned with the university, sir. Please.
No, when he will do these additional courses? That is my question.
Traditional courses, sir.
And how he is going to do the additional courses? When are you going to offer those courses? And how you are operating? How your operational procedure? I am asking you.
It starts from the 4th semester, sir.
Okay.
Then there is 6 subjects is there, sir. 6 subjects is there. Out of that 4 courses, we will give the some what you call the course list in the students in the minor program as well as to the honor program, sir. Whereas comes to the honor program, there is an extensive study in the core domain only. Whereas comes to the minor degree, there is interdisciplinary is also allowed in the minor degree, sir.
No, Mohan Garu, my question is,
sir,
6 courses he has to do on his own, or you will give coaching to him?
His own, sir.
On his own 6 courses?
Yes, sir.
Without any tuition?
Yes, sir.
You don't offer any classwork for him?
Not on his own.
Sir.
These classes have to be taught by the college.
That is
Sir?
not correct.
Oh,
That is
no. We are given the list of the .6 courses, sir. But student has to prepare his own, sir. But out of 6
Student will
courses,
not prepare.
sir,
Student will not prepare on his own.
sir,
that is not correct.
It has to be taught.
And you have to plan for it. You have to plan for it. How you are going to accommodate.
That is where we said minimum registration should be 20%, maximum registration should be 80%.
2080, sir.
Suppose if you have a 60 students, the minimum number of students should be there in the course is 20% means 12.
Sir.
And the maximum is 48. And that too you have to take the approval from the university.
Sure, sir.
And not only that, for every course you have specified some attendance requirement, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And the attendance requirement is fulfilled even for those additional courses also. Otherwise, you have to separately write the regulations for it. That is why I am raising that question. Think about it operational wise, because you have planned only for R20. Still you have 3 semesters time to think.
Yes, sir.
And Mohan,
Sir.
see, in the regular courses, you said each course is of 3 credits maximum.
Yes, sir.
Why you want to say 4 credits now?
Sir, in the regulations of that APSCHE and that AICT, they will give the 4 credits for the minor as well as to the honor degree, sir.
AICT said 20 credits. They can either do it in a regular fashion, or it can be done through the MOOCs. But
Yes,
they
sir.
did not say how many subjects. They did not say. And what the university has done now,
Sir.
5 theory subjects, 2 laboratories, 2
Sir.
projects, 2 credits project for minor degree. Because
But,
this for the minor degree, the
Sir.
students are coming from some other department.
Yes, sir. But in
They should have the practical experience.
Okay. In the model curriculum for the APSCHE, they are clearly mentioned within 4 credits, sir.
No, APSCHE is not given the full list still.
Okay. Okay.
So what we are saying is now for 20 credits, you can have 5 theory courses, 5 into 3, 15, 2 laboratories, 1.5 each. So 3 credits, 18, and 2 credits for the project.
Okay. Maybe, sir, maybe this, okay, yeah.
That can be the minor degree.
Okay.
For minor degree, the students are coming from some other branch, isn't it?
Yes, sir, correct, sir.
They should have some practical experience.
Okay.
And what we can do, these 2 practical courses you can design in such a way that the students, like suppose a student registered in mechanical engineering from a civil engineering, you are going to design 2 laboratory courses in such a way that all the courses all the laboratories which are there in the mechanical engineering, you are going to design in such a way that they will be covering all these 2 laboratories.
Okay.
So just because anyway what Ramakrishna sir said, still we have a plenty of time is there, because now they will be only in the first year.
Okay.
Regulation is same, 20 credits. How you are going to frame the 20 credits, you can discuss at a later stage. Maybe next year when we are going to have the academic council, and you can inform the academic council what is the thing that you are going to do.
Sure, sir. That what are the changes? If, for example, if we are very clear picture on the major degree within a minor as well as to the major degree within a honor, sir, that distribution of the credits will get back to you, sir, within next academic council meetings.
Right. No, anyway, still plenty of time is there, what Ramakrishna sir said. So
Sir,
you
sure.
have
One more point.
Sir.
One more point, Mohan Garu, in the major degree with minor,
sir,
you have mentioned that conditional clause, an SGPA of 7.5 has to be maintained in subsequent semesters without any backlog in order to keep the minor registration active, correct?
Yes, sir.
Condition is not specifically mentioned for honors degree.
So the same
kind to go
condition
through
is there for
R20
honors
regulation 9.0, but yeah, it should be there for honors also.
Okay, sir.
7.5 CGPA should be there.
You have mentioned only if a student fails to acquire 7.5 SGP up to semester, the registration for honors program shall stand cancelled. But for the award of honors also, you should sustain that 7.5 throughout his course. That condition I have not seen in the regulation.
Mohan Garu, 1 minute. Is it SGPA or CGPA?
Sir, where the semester comes, SGPA, sir. Final degree only with the CGPA, sir. Cumulative grade point assessment, sir.
Okay.
So Satyanarayan sir and Ramakrishna sir noted the things. Where is
You can't
the
write
distribution? Distribution of the
Mohan,
credits. Sir.
Sorry.
You cannot write SGPA, you have to write a CGPA.
CGPA.
Up to second semester. So first semester credits you are considering, second semester credits you are considering, and then it is going to become a cumulative grade point, not a semester grade point.
Up to means it should be CGPA.
Okay, sir. Then when it comes to discussion fourth semester is CGPA, sir. Sure, sir.
Then how you are going to evaluate those mandatory courses? You said there are no credits for mandatory courses, and
Yes,
I have seen continuous evaluation in the mandatory course. Do you have
Sir.
an end exam for mandatory course or not?
Ajay, we have the end examination, sir. The mandatory course carries the 0 credits. There shall be the no semester end examination. However, attendance in the mandatory
No
courses shall be.
semester. Wait.
Yes.
No semester end examination.
Yes, sir.
That means you are going to evaluate the mandatory courses only based on internal evaluation. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The internal examination shall be conducted and evaluated similar to the theory courses for 50 marks, sir. The student shall be declared to have passed in the mandatory course only when he is secured 40% of marks in the internal examination. If the student fails, re-examination shall be conducted. Satisfactory, not satisfactory, sir. Not valid with credits.
There is no end. There is
Yes.
no end exam.
Yes, sir.
It's okay. It is up to.
Yeah,
Then one more major doubt I am having
sir.
regarding the detention procedure which you are following.
Sir.
You said some credits you have mentioned, correct? 40% of credit a student must attain
Sir.
up to the 3 semesters or so to go to the 5th semester. Am I
Yes, sir.
correct?
4th to 5th. Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
So 4th to 5th. So
Yes,
while
sir.
you are evaluating the number of credits attained by the student,
Sir.
you are taking into account only the subjects he has attempted up to 3rd semester.
Yes, sir.
That means a student will come to know in between the 4th semester itself whether
Sir.
he is going to be detained or not. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes,
he
yes,
may
you
not
are-
show interest. Then he may not show interest in the subjects you are teaching him in 4th semester. Then what is the advantage of conducting 4th semester for him? The moment 3rd semester the examination results are declared, a
Sir.
student will come to know whether he is going to be promoted to 5th semester or not. Then immediately he will start bunking the classes of 4th semester.
Yes, sir.
And are you going to repeat the 4th
Sir, I
semester
think
for
they'll be
him?
having in
He will
between
not show any
supplementaries,
interest on
sir.
the studies of.
They'll be having supplementary in between, sir, usually.
That they have not mentioned, madam. That is why I am asking.
So usually that's a procedure, sir. They'll be having a supplementary within that. By the time they go to 5th semester, they'll be writing the 3rd sem supply, and then they get credits and score credits in that supplementary exam.
Correct.
Sir.
But
Mohan,
Sir.
mandatory course అన్నప్పుడు కంపల్సరీ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ ఉండాలా?
కంపల్సరీ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ ఉండాలి సార్.
రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ ఉండి వాడు ఉంటే పిఎన్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు ఎగ్జామ్ ఫెయిల్ పాస్ అని ఏం లేకుండా. రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ అయితే కంపల్సరీ ఉండాలి.
40% మార్క్స్ ఉండాలి సార్ కంపల్సరీ సార్.
40% ఇంటర్నల్ సరే, ఎక్స్టర్నల్ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ అవసరం లేదు కదా?
అటెండెన్స్ ఉండాలి.
నో సెమిస్టర్. సార్ నేను చదవలేదు. ఫైన్, క్యారీ.
Mohan sir, so is there going to be a supplementary exam?
Madam, supplementary?
Between the 3rd semester and the 4th semester?
Yes, yes, madam. In between 3rd to 4th semester, we have supplementary examination.
Okay.
Similarly for year also, year to year.
Yes. Next.
No. Are you going to consider that supply examination also at the end of fourth semester?
For the detention, we consider, sir, the supplementary examination also we consider, sir. Subsequent regular as well as the supplementary examination, according to the credit qualification only, we are promoted the students from 4th semester to 5th semester, sir.
So that means my question is, why you are putting a gap between promotion and consideration of credits for the semester? When you are promoting him from 4th to 5th, you should consider the total credits obtained up to 4th semester.
Yes, sir. We are considering only up to 4th semester only, sir.
No, you have written as if you are considering the credits obtained only up to 3rd semester. For promotion to 5th semester,
sir,
you are calculating the credits obtained by him up to 3rd semester. Similarly, to promote him to 7th semester, you are calculating the credits obtained only up to 5th semester.
Sir,
there
in
is a
fact,
gap.
what happened, I'll tell you, sir. 4th semester examinations, in a gap of 20 days or 30 days, the 5th semester, 3rd year will start.
No,
By
no,
the time there may not be a
sir,
declaration of
4th తీసుకోవాల్సిందే ఎందుకంటే మనం వ్యాలిడ్ చేయాలి కదా దానికి స్టాండ్ కావాలి.
In fact, now what is going on is 4th semester results may not be declared by the time up to
No.
3rd semester.
No. That is not. That is not.
Sir, no, sir.
Anyhow, you give a thought to it. My request to the
One
members
second,
of-
sir. Let me. So what?
No, madam, I am very clear with the but the suggestions of Ramakrishna, sir. Sir, we definitely take in consideration account of the credits up to clearance of the fourth semester, sir. Then, after completion of the regular examination, within 10 days, we are declare the results, followed by the supplementary examination. To consideration of the regular and supplementary examination, the promotion policy will take in consideration.
Sir, actually, we can take two conditions, sir. Up to 3rd semester, one condition, and up to 4th semester, either or. The student has to satisfy either up to 3rd semester or up to 4th semester. So, like few students up to 4th semester, he won't be getting 40% of the credits. So, if he gets 40% of the credits up to 3rd semester also, we can promote him. So, two conditions we take, sir. Similarly, if you want to promote to 7th semester, so we can take up to 5th semester or 6th. So, two conditions. He has to satisfy either up to 5th semester, whether he got 40% of the credits, or up to 6th semester also 40% of the credit. Anything. So, few students.
No, madam suggestion is also good. You can think of.
Well,
you can think.
But up to 3rd semester, he would have got 40% of the credits, sir. Then he gets promoted. So we have to consider both the 3rd and 4th sem also, sir, for 5th sem promotion.
Mohan,
Either of condition
Sir.
they have to put.
University regulations are very clear
Sir,
regarding the promotion policy.
sir,
You have to follow that regulations.
sure, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please look
Sir,
into
when
the university
everything is
regulations.
followed by university, what is the autonomy for them?
They are conducting examination on their own and they are setting the syllabus on their own. Everything they are doing on their own. Only thing
As
is
per
we are just interfering
UGC, as
with
per
the regulations.
UGC regulation, except award of the degree, all other academic systems, they must have the autonomy. So let them
Yes,
have
sir.
their
They
own
have-
choice,
they have
but
the
we will
autonomy.
guide them
They
in a
are-
better way.
They have the autonomy. That we are not saying that they don't have the autonomy, because they have the autonomy. They are setting their syllabus. They are setting their question papers. They are correcting. They are getting corrected. All these things they are doing. And just because there will be affiliated college student, there will be autonomous college student. They should not feel that we have something different between the autonomous college and affiliated college.
Sir, as a part of the university system, they have to follow some of the university guidelines, even though there are autonomy. If at all, we have every right to check the college every year.
Yeah.
If that is ready with the college, let them say, we are ready, let them go whatever they want. We will put the committee every year, we'll go as per the guidelines. Ask the college whether it is ready for that.
No. I am not challenging you,
I'm not
sir.
finding any fault with the
I am
autonomy.
only I am only suggesting if there is
Suggestions are
any
autonomous,
improvement
yeah.
in the system, let us permit. That is what I am advocating.
Yeah, we are not involving
I'm
in their
not saying you
examination
have to go
system.
against the university.
We are not involving in their course system. In regulations, we are not involving, but the general guidelines which has to follow by all the autonomous colleges. Because while going for the, admission, they are putting like slogans, we are autonomous. People are feeling that if we go to autonomous college, we can pass easily. That is a kind of system evolved in the entire state, or I can say country, in autonomous colleges. But quality is same.
Everywhere.
We can't suggest that. That's why they should be in the boundary of the university system also. That is my suggestion.
You are true, sir. Correct. You are absolutely correct. I 100% accept with you. No doubt in that. But if any the improvement is there, let us support. That is what I am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because
regarding this betterment, sir, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Mohan Garu, regarding betterment option.
Sir.
Sir, one thing, sir. Actually,
can go for
yeah, in all the colleges, most of the colleges, the external examination is 70 and internal is 30. But here, Mohan is proposing it is 60 and 40. Even then we say yes, because the 10 marks, they are divided clearly between quiz and betterment of the university. So such kind of autonomy we are not interfering, sir. Ramkrishna, sir. But the thing is, we want to get all the colleges on a single platform. That is, there should not be any partiality. That is only our intention. Please.
Good, sir. I understood. Betterment. Any subject, anytime he can write the betterment.
Sir, there is we are only allowed with one subject only, sir. One subject only, the betterment, sir. Not all subjects. Anytime he can eligible for anytime he is eligible at the time of supplementary examination, sir.
No, I think I have seen 2 times, sir. Maximum 2 times, I think. No.
Okay.
But anyhow, generally, what they do is,
sir.
I don't know about your university rule.
Sir.
Betterment is allowed only when he is short of getting his first class.
Yes, sir.
But for example, you have mentioned.
We don't have any betterment system in our universities. Then how we are going to allow these people? That is the issue.
Betterment generally
for the student benefit only, sir.
No. That is what Shashi said. Suppose if you are going to do this type of things, no student is going to join in the affiliated colleges. Every student is interested to join only in the autonomous college.
Sir.
So, Shashi,
no, instead of leaving the students to their will and ways, normally what they do is when the CGPA of a student is, the CGPA of a student at any point of time is less than 6.5, you may permit him to write betterment. But when his CGPA is more than 6.5, he is not permitted.
Okay, that condition we will incorporate it, sir. Please.
No. Just Mohan.
Sir.
Yeah, just Shashi knows about this. Shashi. Sir. They want to have the what you call it improvement.
Sir, we are proposing 3 things in the what you call proposal, sir. One is a betterment, second one is a grafting facility, third one is a makeup examination, sir. Then grafting facility, previously in the university system, if student any miss opportunity at the time of awarding, if there is a less credits, then there is a student option of to opt out of the student, sir. Now we are not at all any opt out of the what you call opt out of the any subjects or any course, sir. But in the final in the sixth semester or 8th semester, any student particularly is not a position to the fail to award of the degree for the one subject file, sir. Then there is a grafting facility flexibility it will happen. The student get benefited, sir, in the 6th semester or in the 8th semester, sir.
Mohan, you keep it in suspense because the university side they are preparing some common guidelines. అక్కడ ఏమైతుందంటే అక్కడ మాకు ఒక కాలేజ్ లో పెడితే ఏమైతుందంటే there will be huge problem with affiliated colleges.
సార్ అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమంటే సార్ 6th సెమిస్టర్ లో ఉండి 7th సెమిస్టర్ కు పిల్లవాడు వస్తాడు, ఒకే సబ్జెక్ట్ ఫైల్ అయింది అనుకోండి సార్. అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గ్రాఫ్టింగ్
సప్లిమెంటరీ నేను దాని గురించి మాట్లాడలేదు. బెటర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ అంటే ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్ మొదలైతే ఏమైతుందంటే ప్రైవేట్ కాలేజ్ ప్రతి ఒక్కరు కూడా వస్తాడు మా దగ్గరికి, ఆ కాలేజ్ నుండి మీరు ఎందుకు పెట్టట్లేదు అనేసి.
సార్ అంటే గ్రాఫ్టింగ్ వద్దంటారా సార్? సార్
నేను ప్రస్తుతానికి నేను వద్దు అని చెప్పను. లెట్ us talk with the administration.
ఓకే, దెన్ మేకప్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ సార్. మేకప్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్
మేకప్ ఇస్ ఇంటర్నల్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ కదా.
అవును సార్,
అది మీరు చూసుకోండి. దట్స్ నాట్ an issue అనుకుంటాను.
Makeup no problem. Makeup examination no problem.
Yeah, internal is not an issue. అది మీ చేతిలో ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి you do it. ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఏమవుతుందంటే దట్ విల్ రిఫ్లెక్ట్. మీ కాలేజ్ లో ఉన్నవాడు ఊరుకున్నాడు, బయట పోయి అయ్యో ఆ కాలేజ్ లో బాగా చెప్తుందంటే ఈ పక్క మళ్ళీ మీకు ఇంకో కాలేజ్ అటానమస్ అయింది, మా తర్వాత అఫిలియేటెడ్ కాలేజెస్ అన్ని కూడా మా మీద ఊరికే అన్నెసరీ ప్రెషర్ చేస్తాయి. ఎందుకంటే యూనివర్సిటీలో మేము ఇంటర్నల్ ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది పెట్టామంటే we will be finished like ఇంకా ఈ 360 రోజులు ఎగ్జామ్ పెడతానే ఉండాలి. సో క్వాలిటీ అనేది తగ్గుతుంది.
Actually, I have raised the question regarding the difficulty in conducting the examination.
Yes sir, yes sir. అందుకు ఒకసారి యూనివర్సిటీలో డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం సార్. విల్ డిస్కస్ విత్ ది అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ అండ్ విల్ గెట్ బ్యాక్ టు యు. ప్రస్తుతానికి ఆ 11th పాయింట్ ఒకటి పెండింగ్ పెట్టండి.
ఈ బెటర్మెంట్ కూడా పెండింగ్ సార్. సార్ ఓకే సార్,
Betterment ఒకటే. Only 11th point only pending. What sir is telling.
Betterment ఒకటే.
Remaining you can continue. Okay, continue.
తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ మోహన్ గారు, there is another clause 15
సార్
in which you said 17.2 in
Sir.
clause number 17.2
సార్
you
Next
said the
slide.
condonation is possible only maximum 2 times.
సార్
Why 2 times only?
condonation if for example sir, if student condonation is allowed in between the 65% to 75% sir. If you
Okay.
keep on allowing the students continue within maintaining their attendance not less than 65, then he is come under for the condonation sir. If at least
That
you
is
have to
okay. But
Yeah.
why you are giving him only 2 chances? There could be a genuine reason.
Sir.
Third time also may happen. Medical grounds. You are anyhow, you be strict in allowing condonation. That's all. But don't. I think it is the time.
but unfortunately but unfortunately who the student of fall under the condonation of the first semester or second semester or third semester, he only continue up to 8th semester sir. He is coming for the condonation with 65%, 68% or 70% attendance sir. That's why for the to maintain attendance very strictly, we are condoned with the college academic council and the recommendation was only allowed for the 2 times sir. If genuine reason, we will allow with them third time also. That we will see sir, please sir.
No, the rule maker should not be a rule breaker.
Yes
That
sir.
is why my suggestion is
Sir,
don't put such harsh rules in the beginning.
otherwise in the rural college maintaining sustaining attendance regularity is very difficult sir, very tough job sir. Even students are coming in the morning session, they left the college in the afternoon session sir. If you are allowing within a condonation since from the 2nd year to 7th semester na, and then it is become
It is up to you. It is
Yeah,
up.
please.
But I have seen in my experience as a principal for engineering college, it is
Sir,
very difficult to cope up.
we'll see
Sir,
sir,
this
please.
is the one of the quality measurement they want to do, sir. Let them do it. If any problem is there, they will come back to us and we will make the changes in the regulation.
Okay, good.
Okay, next. Mohan Garu.
Yeah. Sir, this is the R20 regulation, sir, what we discussed. Na? This is changes is happened the 13 point. Then out of 13 points, sir, Sajdar sir and university officials
11
voted the 11th
only.
point. Yeah, please sir.
11th point.
Oh.
But you can make minutes. 11th point will be
Sir,
in consultation with JNT administration.
sure sir. Sir, as per the previous meeting, the Satyanarayana sir suggested were not meant for the only to monitoring of the regulation and the syllabus approval. We would like to see the overall development of the college. That I would like to just to brief about the 2019-20 activities and the progressive activities of the 2019-20 of Adishakara College of Engineering and Technology, sir. In that, in this year 2020, we are increasing intake with respect of 2 emerging areas, sir. One is the BTech Artificial Intelligence and with an 60 intake. Another course is data science, sir, with an intake of 60, sir. Total together 120 intake is increased in UG course. In whereas MBA, there is a 60 intake previously for 2019-20. For 2021, the MBA increased in 120, sir. This
Mohan
is the
Garu,
course-
previous study 1104 ఏమి
Total intake, sir. Intake.
4 general multiple 16 120
అంటే
ఉంటుంది.
ఎంటెక్ కోర్సులు 18 36 అట్లా సార్.
చొప్పున ఉన్నాయి కదా.
ఎంటెక్ సార్.
multiplication.
ఇప్పుడు ఎంటెక్ సిఎస్సి 36 18 ఈ విధంగా వస్తాయి సార్. ఈ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ 1100 వస్తుంది. Then report of NAC, sir. The first cycle we got the A grade. Second cycle the B++, sir. It is valid up to 2020-22. Now we are the provision of NAC. We are there is a reassessment is also allowed after completion of the 1 year. Now we already submitted DV and SCR. Everything we are submitted, sir. We are awaiting for the P team visit for the reassessment of the second cycle, sir. Now we need to be upgrade our grade to the A or A+, sir. In that process, we are already submitted our DV evaluation process also completed. SSR submitted. We are awaiting for the P team visits, sir. Where it comes to the validity of NBA, now we are already submitted the pre-qualified the NBA. We are awaiting for the pre-qualification approval, sir. Once it is approved, then we'll go for the SAR, sir, preparation of SAR. Where it comes to the NIRF, sir. Now listed colleges in ranking, about 10 colleges is there. We are Adi Shankara College of Engineering. Then TLR is in 44.52, sir. Then RPC 0.06. Then GEO graduate outcomes is in 32.87. Then outreach incentives is 43.74, sir. Total perception is 0. Now we are on par with very near real statistical number in TLR as well as to the GEO. We are very less in RPC as well as to the OA and perception. Perception. In that aspects, we are working on for the 2020-21, sir. Where it comes to the 2001, 2050 band, 2051 to 300 band, there is a college also there. But why you are keeping all these parameters? Now we are going to be strength with an RPC as well as to the perception, sir. In that direction, we are working. Where it comes to the last time, the Madam Shobarani Madam is asking what is the result analysis for the to know the progress of the student. Total registered students for the last BTech positive students 542. Out of that 367 students are successfully completed. The pass percentage is 67.71 BTech. MBA is 88.46. MCA is 100%, sir. Whereas this is the graphical BTech, MTech, MBA, MCA outgoing batch of the 2020 passed out, sir. Then good thing for this 2019-20 academic year, we got Atal Community Innovation Center, sir. It is promoted by Niti Aayog Government of India. We got 2.5 crore funding from the Atal Community Innovation Center. We are the only one college from JNTU, Anandapur affiliate and autonomous colleges got this Atal Community Innovation Center, sir, with the fund with the financial support of 2.5 crore. Then information regarding MSME, sir. We are also established center with an MSME host institute center. They are also funding up to 5 crore, sir. 2.5 crore. The 1.5 crore exclusive for the project development of the student as well as to the faculty. 1 crore for the infrastructure development, sir. Then when it comes to the R&D discussion for the 2019-20 academic year, 17-18 we submitted 1. Nothing is sanctioned, sir. 18-19 5. The sanction is 0. 19-20 we submitted 23 projects, sir. Out of 23, only 5 projects are sanctioned. One is TIDE project with 35 lakhs. One seed division with 74.75 lakhs. 2 innovation projects, sir. One is in MSME, another one is in ACIC within 5 crores, sir. This is the R&D growth of developments in the academic year of 2018-19, sir. 19-20. When it comes to the publication activity, 2015-16, we have 2 publications, sir, with the Scopus Index panel. Then 16-17, 1, 17-18, 2, 18-19, 3, 19-20, 27, then 20-21, 15-5 publications, sir. Now it's a reflect in Infobit as well as to the Scopus, what you call Science Direct also, sir. Number of patents published for so far, then 15-16, 0 up to 19-20. For this academic year, we published 5 patents, sir. Out of 5 patents, 2 patents are already granted, sir. Then when it comes to the book publication, there is an 2019 starting, we started with 1 book. Now it's an already published books with 14 numbers with a good ISB number, sir. For our reference, that is a patent list. I'll show you, sir.
So how many faculty you have, Mohan Garu?
5, sir.
Total number of faculty in your college? How many total number of faculty you have in
total number of faculty, sir?
Roughly.
134, sir. Sir.
So then better keep a target of 134 papers in Scopus per annum. That is my suggestion.
Sure, sir.
Then you
1:1
can score
ratio,
something
sir.
in that RPC. Because your score is very low in RPC. If you
Sir.
can able to publish at least one Scopus paper per faculty, you will
Sir.
get good score in RPC and under NIRF.
Yeah. Now the month of September, sir. Up to now we published 54 papers. Now remaining there is
Yeah,
the
up
4
to
months.
December only they will count. They will count. They have only 3 months left out. Paper
Yes.
publications always will be counted from December to January to
Yes, sir.
December.
Sure, sir.
No, when you want to improve in RPC, that is one method.
Sure, sir. Definitely, sir. Now we are also published 14 books with we have the all books published with an ISBN number, sir. Next. This is the graphically for the 2021 55 papers, then 5 patents and 14 books, sir. 1920 27 papers within 1 book. Then this is the statistical number of the papers published in Scopus SA Web of Science since 2015-16 to 2020-21, sir. Next.
You don't have conference publications?
So we have 2 or 3 proceedings are there, sir.
Okay.
That need to be incorporated,
Yeah,
sir.
that also, those papers also will be counted if they have ISSN number.
Sure, sir.
If you have ISSN number for that,
Yeah.
like for books.
Yeah,
you
we have
ISSN.
we have 2 API proceedings are there, sir. That also we have to include it, sir. 57, 58 will come, sir, please.
Very good. Okay.
Yes. When it comes to the discussion of the placements, now the last year 2019-20, 350 students have got placed, where TCS, SCL, Emphasis, CTS, Wipro, Alliance Groups, Novasys, Crane Software, MSY Technologies, Connect Corp, Justdale, ILM, Green Tech Private Limited, Sutherland, NS Instruments, and TCL, sir. The total eligible students are 487 within 60% of the company specific. Then out of 350 students that got placed. Then where it comes to the percentage placement percentage wise, 17, 18, 56%, 18, 19, 65, then 19, 20, 71.87. Now already 2021 placements also started. The first DXC drive is already happened. Then 15 girl students that got selected. Then phase 2 of DXC we are waiting. Already CTS is also confirmed with an on-campus. It is going to be scheduled in the month of October, sir. Then TCS Code Vita also happened.
These placements include all BTech, MTech, everything, only BTech.
Sir, BTech, MTech, everything, sir.
Everything.
But including, sir. But unfortunately, there is no progressive what you call statistical in MBA, MCA as well as to the MTech, sir. Sir.
Okay, please.
MOU, sir. For this 1920 academic year, we have to MOU with the talent sprint and a memorandum of understanding with an Emergo learning solutions. For the emerging courses we undergo for this MOU, they will train the student as well as to the faculty, sir. Memorandum of understanding with the University of Malaysia on 20th January 2007. There is a possibility to send the student for the full semester internship if student is affordable, even management support also. Then memorandum of understanding with the Skills SG Venture Singapore on 18 December 2019. MOU with the Electronic Sector Skills Council of India, New Delhi on 20th November 2019. Memorandum of Understanding Maharshi Vedic University, Yoga Asana and Pranayama on 19th July 2019. MOU with the NHAI, National Highway Authority Services for the period of 5 years with an effective from September 2020 onwards. They are taking internship for the students with the stipend base. They are paying stipend with an up to 10,000, sir. Then when it comes to the internship days, I am already discussed that last year we sent the students with the DRDO, IIT Madras, as well as the MSY Technology, Cinder, TVS Brakes India, Rain Values, then Civil Engineering, Prime Minister Awas Yojana, Irrigation Department. The students who are eligible of the full semester, they are undergo for the these companies. The students are undergo for the full semester internship, sir. Sir. Sir, now the final year students, they undergo for the summer internship, even this pandemic situation also, There is a total strength of 150 students, 100 students, 40 students undergo for the internship with Amazon X Bits. Their areas of internship is an artificial intelligence, machine learning with Python, IoT, machine learning with cloud technology, VLSI, embedded system, and PCB design. Then 128 students undergo for the main companies like Exxonbit, Vinchusa, and Global State and Matrix. These are virtual internships, sir. As per the regulations, they should undergo for the summer internship for third year to final year. All students are completed their summer internship in reputed organizations in among ECE, CSC, AAA, and mechanical and civil students. Then academic and other important activities and events for the academic year 2019-20 and discussion on strategy plan for the academic year 2020-21. Sir, there is I am detailing each and every department. So department activities year by sir 2019-20 for the civil engineering department, student induction program on FDP 13 to 15 for the ASIT. It is sponsored by the ACT New Delhi for the 80 students are participated. Then parent teacher student meet plus ARC Association of Royal Teachers Day, Youth Fest, Projectra plus building information modeling software system. Then planning activities for the 2020-21 sir. We are planning about 16 programs we are planned for the 2021. Based on the academic calendar as well to the clearance of the pandemic situation, we are proceed for the activities of the 2020-21 sir. Here we are clearly explained about the total activities happened in the 2019-20 and the strategic plan for the 2021 for the EEE, mechanical, ECE, CSE, FME freshman engineering for the first year students, MBA and MCSA. Next slide. The major events happened in the academic year 2019-20 sir. A 3 days faculty development program is a student induction sponsored by AICT, Adi Shankara Premium League, the co-curricular activity, Projectra, 6 days workshop on manufacturing CNC, 6 days workshop on solid software supported by the APSDC. Freshers week from that. Usually every college they are only conduct for the freshers day. We call for the freshers week. Then it is the time to identify the internal talents of the students of the first year itself. Then as per the directions of our chairman Arvinda madam, when the first year itself we have created what we call talent incubation center. Then we have to identify the students where they are strong in curriculum, academically or then any other activities, curriculum, co-curriculum. Then based on that interest of the students, we will maintain the students for the span of 4 years. Sir. Then 4-day workshop on simulation modeling of electrical system, then IoT, then soft skill training for the APITA, association with APITA, solar-based power energy system. Then JNTU University cricket team selections is happened, sir. It is the nodal center for the cricket team selection from the JNTU Anandapur. Then brainstorm section of our faculty by R&D, the heartfulness workshop faculty and administration by the practical bro. Then we have the MOE with that yoga internal hackathon for the Smart India Hackathon 2020. Then 1 week workshop on building information, how to write a research papers by Dr. L. Ramurthy sir, webinar on employment. Then once the pandemic situations comes, then we are open call for the webinars is conducted by the different eminent professors who is available of the Pan India by the reputed organizations and deemed university and universities and IITs also. Then by that way, we are conducting webinars on the curriculum design by Dr. B.S. Nagendra Parasar sir. The webinar on university industry linkage and different mechanisms by Dr. Nagendra Parasar sir. Then research publications ethics by Professor Sudarshan sir. Then webinar on science and technology, Professor P.B. Sharma sir, who is the chairman of our governing body. Webinar on role of energy storage and plug-in electrical vehicles and smart grid system by Abdul Ghafoor Sheikh, Associate Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur. Mathematics as Narasimha Rao sir from IIT Madras. And Mr. Sairam Vedam, CMO, Innovations, and continuously we are engaged with the students by day alternatives to conduction of the webinars. We are conducted virtually to the student. We never skip off the students for the first, second, and third year students also, third to final year students. Even we are engaged in the total pan of pandemic situation. All third year students engaged in placement activities since March to up to their placement activities program is going on. We are associated with talent show. It is from Hyderabad. Students are acquired knowledge with on emerging areas like C, Java, Python, as well as they are also acquiring knowledge and aptitude, English, communication knowledge, English and personality development also they are engaged continuously, sir. Then we are also called up innovatively by the alumni career talk, sir, by the students from the 2004 positive students also. We collect the database of the student as a part of the alumni meets. We conducted alumni career talk by the different departments, respective department students, sir. By Ahmed Swarif, he is from Germany. Webinar on alumni talk on the career challenges made easy by Adi Shankara Group by Mr. Vamsi. Alumni career talk by What's Next by Saitesh Pudi. He is from Texas. Evaluation of the IT from waterfall to agent development. He is from Ireland. Evaluation of the enterprise solution is all alumni texts is also happened, sir. Now the regular class is also started. Now our all faculty is engaged with the virtually to the student to conduction of the regular classwork, sir. This is the things that happened overall developments in the 2019-20 and the strategic plan for the 2021, sir.
Sir, one suggestion, Mohan Garu.
Sir, please.
Very good. I appreciate all your efforts.
Sir.
One suggestion is that you have started already classes on virtual platform, it seems, correct?
Yes, sir.
I think you have to take, or at least you have to record it in the academic council, as well as you have to put it in your governing body also.
Sure, sir.
Perhaps that permission may be required.
Sure, sir.
You ask other learned
Members,
people
sir.
in the faculty.
Sure, sir.
You please record it now at least.
For the
Take a
classwork,
permission from the
yeah, governing body as well as to the academic council. Sure, sir.
First to take academic council from all the learned people of university.
Sir.
Once it is recorded, then you can put it in governing body and then you can proceed.
Sure, sir.
I think Satyanarayana Garu can give answer to this. Whether JNT is now started, no, higher semesters online.
Even JNT also having their academic calendar.
Then no issue.
Okay.
University is also instructed to run the classes from last 24th month.
You are operating virtual labs also?
No, sir. As of now, we are running only theory classes, sir.
As a formal thing, you take permission from the council and then
Sir.
place it in governing body.
Sir.
That will be better.
Sure, sir.
Permitted, permitted.
Good. Thank you, sir. On behalf of the college, I am expressing my thanks.
Sir. Thanks.
Anyhow, one more thing, Mohan Garu, I have observed in the graduation requirements.
Sir.
You have written only the requirements like attaining the credits and CGPA, etc.
Sir.
But you have also mentioned that the students have to undergo 180 hours NSS and they have
Sir.
to do some mandatory courses, etc. I think it is better you explicitly mention in the graduation requirements all
Sure.
those things necessary for a student to get the degree final. Because in the last moment when they look at the graduation requirements,
Sir.
and they may not be able to get the degree because of lapse of attaining one or other requirement. So that the 21.0.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The 21.0 clause in R20 regulation should be complete in all aspects. Mention each and every graduation requirement there.
We should elaborate it again.
Because it is going to be a ready reckoner for the student
Sir.
as well as the head of the department also.
Sure, sir.
It is very good, except your pass percentage of final year students. Everything else
that
I
is
find
only
is
thought
good.
of this one. Some additional classes are slow learners, early identification of slow learners and making them extra classes for separate timetable may be helpful.
Please try to improve upon that because that percentage is very low. It is not at all appreciable. Minimum you have to cross 80. If it is more than 90, it is better.
Sure, sir.
Not regarding placements, pass percentage.
Yeah, yes.
Pass percentage.
You have shown it around 67 or so.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, 67.
Yeah, noted, sir.
Very low. It is.
Sir,
Different methods you can plan right now from beginning onwards. You identify how many of them, how many students are having backlogs and how many subjects each one is having. And you allocate all those students to the better teachers you allot mentors to each student. Then ask the mentor to take care of him. Some measures you can take so that the pass percentage will improve. Please work on that.
Sure, sir.
It is possible. You can do it.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Sir, other members, sir, Satyanarayan sir, Sajda sir, madam, Shobha madam.
So it is really appreciated, Mohan, for the overall growth of the institution. But now, next time when you are going to present the institution profile, you present in the form of bar charts, so that people will understand how there is improvement.
Sir, present in the form of, sir?
Bar chart. Graphical reports.
Representation.
3 years comparison like that, it will be helpful to understand quickly.
Yeah,
this way. Correct.
Like this way. For all parameters, other parameters also.
Yeah, other parameters also I mentioned. Yeah, like this, sir. Yes.
And you have to calculate the faculty student, papers ratio, because you say, as Ramakrishna sir clearly pointed out, that when 134 faculty are there, we expect 134.
Sir.
134 scopus.
Individual member anko alani anachu university representative kabatti.
So that you can take care of, Mohan.
Sure, sir. Definitely, sir.
And you have to say about the admissions also, how your admissions are increasing or decreasing because of this autonomy.
Yeah. Admissions last 3 years. Yeah. So last 3 years, so there is an incremental growth is happened, sir, for the admissions. Last year, about 85% of students are admitted out of intakes. 85%. Yeah, that also I will place, sir, in front of you people on the regarding of admitted intake as well as to the versus sanctioned intake, sir.
Yeah, that's more important. How things are going on there, and you have to say something about the MTech programs.
Yes, sir.
How many students are joining in MTech program admissions also?
Yeah, sure.
And your faculty members with a doctorate degree, how many of them are there? So these things will give the how you are utilizing the autonomy which is given by the UGC. Because your growth should be positive, maybe delta x incremental. The delta x may be very, very small value, but there should be some growth. There should be some growth.
Yeah.
As you said, number of projects, you got good number of projects for the year 2019-20. That's really appreciated.
Sir.
Really appreciated.
Thank
and
you,
the number of placements are also improved. And this is also really appreciated. So if those things are
really good work, Mohan, very good work. Congratulations, it is improving.
Sir, thank you, sir.
So it should be correlated with your admissions.
Sure, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, sir, please.
We'll talk about the minor degree as well as the honors degree, maybe in the next academic council meeting. Meanwhile, we are going to do the guidelines from the university side also.
Sure, sir.
And detention policy also. You have to come on a clarity on detention policy.
Sure, sir. Either in the up to option 1, option 2. Okay, sir. Sure. Regarding either up to for the third semester consideration or fourth semester.
Fourth semester included, whatever case may be.
Sure, sir.
Okay,
Sir, 19, sir, can I present, sir, regarding of admissions? Total, we have the intake in 720, sir, in the first year BTech. Out of that, 588, sir. Then MTech, 34 students, sir. MBA, out of 60, 44, sir. MCA, first year, no, the very less, sir, 4 admissions. For the later entry, we have good number of admissions, for 45 students, sir, out of 60.
And one thing we have not discussed anything about the MCA regulations.
Sir?
MCA course structure and regulations.
MBA, sir?
MCA.
Yeah, sir. MBA, MCA, as well as to the MTech regulations also there, sir.
Yeah, that you are not discussed. That you are not discussed.
Yeah.
maybe you do one thing. Maybe you do one thing because now MCA program reduced
2
from
years.
3 years to 2 years.
Yeah. So we framed the regulations as per the new, what you call the new GO only, sir. 2 years course only, sir, for the R20.
Okay, right. Then you send those regulations to the university DAP office, and just I will go through that.
Yeah.
If anything is there, that we can discuss.
Yeah. Now we will present it, sir, for the 2 minutes, sir, please. MBA, MCA, MTech, sir.
Maybe,
Glance.
no, it's already late. We'll leave it here.
Yeah.
Sir, what about the coursework, sir? We have like 4 coursework. How do we increase it to 6 to 8?
Madam, please come again. Not clear.
The coursework, sir. The COs, we have 4 coursework. So how do we increase it to 6 to 8, sir?
How do we?
Like
Madam is talking about course outcomes.
Course outcomes, madam. Course outcomes
Madam, that is
essentially, that is okay. That is accreditation. You can, what is there? Out of, suppose if you have written 6, you can map it to 5. Or if you want to 6, you can expand the 4th or 3rd one to, again, you can have a mapping structure there. These 4 are mapped to 6 are, these 6 are mapped to 5 like that. You can have a separate table of mapping of what already developed, but uniformly you can have a discussion among college, the course coordinators to a mapping table. Automatically you can do it easily.
Okay.
The basic idea is NBA prescribes, as sir mentioned, 5 to 8. The basic idea is more and more calculations will be, attainment calculations will be more difficult. That is the reason.
No, they have claimed outcome-based education in R20 regulation.
Yeah.
That is why I am particular about it.
No, that's it. I just wanted to, how do we improve on that?
Madam, we should go the, even we have to clearly discuss on BOS also regarding of CO, PO and attainments mapping, Bloom's taxonomy, this all come together, madam.
Okay.
We will do it, no issue next.
Yes.
And the latest UGC is learner outcome based education. That is one 2019 they adopted, where they included between program outcomes and course outcomes, course learning outcomes, a competency based outcomes. So
Right.
now it is 3-layer structure. UGC they have approved it.
Okay.
So slowly we can, no issue, madam. Up to this, okay. This doesn't only defined or not is the matter. You defined.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Regarding course structure for PJs, MBA, MCA, and MTech, as far as the MBA is concerned, this is the course structure, almost on par with the university guidelines. We have prepared the subjects for R20 regulations for first, second, and third semester. Electives also we have given like this. Similarly, for MCA, it has been made into only 2 years.
Do you have autonomy for MBA also? No, I think.
Yes, sir. Autonomy, sir.
We have autonomy.
Yes, sir.
Total college, I think autonomous is for total college.
Total college.
Now in Andhra University structure, they give autonomy only for UG courses. In Andhra University, they don't give autonomy for PG. Earlier it was there.
Now also, sir. Earlier, I think, later they rectified.
Earlier.
Now they rectified, sir. UGC also told autonomy can be given for
autonomy,
whole or
full autonomy.
that is what recently is.
Then, have you planned any verticals in MBA?
Sir, sorry.
Have you planned any verticals in MBA?
MBA tab, you switch MBA tab.
MBA marketing.
There only it is there, no? R20
Yes, sir.
MBA. That
Yes, sir. It is there.
You press.
Yeah, I will show you.
Yeah.
So these are the courses for first semester.
Okay.
7 subjects. Of total 26 credits. Similarly, for the second semester, 26 credits.
Any business analytics subject have you introduced? Business analytics.
Business analytics, it is there, sir, somewhere. I will show you, sir. Business ethics and corporate governance, entrepreneurship development.
No, analytics somewhat already
Analytics
started.
is different.
Analytics, yes, sir. Let me check.
I think that statistical something you can remove and you can see decision making. It is not only statistical for that.
Okay,
You
sir.
call some business analytics like that.
Okay, okay,
Anyway,
sir.
this is over. No BOS. Let it be.
Yes, sir.
Next year,
It's
next
over,
time
sir.
BOS. Next year you see.
Yes, sir. So similarly, MTech, MCA. So this is for MCA for R20 course structure.
Slide over, sir.
Sir. There are DBMS,
No, okay.
objective-oriented program, software engineering, operating systems, design and analysis of algorithms, computer networks, and there are 2 laboratories for the total of 28 credits. Most of the subjects we have put here almost job-oriented courses. And for second semester, 4 courses, compulsory courses, then elective course, total 5, then elective 2, another 1 6, then 2 laboratories for 28 credits. So these are the subjects, sir.
Internet of things there, huh? Internet of things.
Internet of things we have not mentioned, sir. Okay, sir.
You
We'll
can add in electives or something.
electives.
Because
Internet of things are
now
there,
it has
sir.
become compulsory. Okay.
I think it is there, sir, somewhere.
Raspberry by board, if you can have
I will
separate.
show you, sir. Internet of things also is there.
Project work you are giving fully
In the
final semester.
final semester, sir.
Full, huh?
Yes, sir. Subjects, not full, sir. There are some courses also because MOOCs they have to.
Okay, MOOCs, okay, MOOCs. Okay.
Otherwise, they will
Only
take as
the
a-
job prospectus.
Yes, sir.
One more observation, whether in UG courses, you see the latest editions of textbook.
Yeah, we have already incorporated, sir. Whatever the textbooks.
Reprint is available or editions will be available, especially some computer networks. I observed that.
Yes, sir.
And also reasonably you give reference books because reference books require ratio, I think 10:1. Maybe 10 students, 1 reference book.
Sure, sir.
So
Already
reference books you have to again taxing budget. So you see that.
Okay, sir. Already some of the BOS members they have suggested that the year of print and publication also they have mentioned. We have to mention
That you have not completed in reference. Reference total you have not written. First textbooks you have written. Year and edition. References is it is not there. Anyway, no issue. That
అందరి ఇళ్లలో ఉండి హ్యాపీ చేసుకున్నాం మేము.
Okay, sir. We will do that, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Okay, from my side, okay. If anything is there,
sir. That is regarding MCA. Next, MTechs, we do have structural engineering, power electronics, electrical power systems, VLSI, embedded systems, computer science and engineering, and software engineering. So here also we have framed the syllabus. As an example, for power electronics, these are the subjects we have incorporated for first 2 semesters. Then
labs, is it okay? Anyway, BOS approved. Labs.
Yes, sir. Simulation lab.
Number of labs. No, number of labs in total semester.
Sir.
Okay.
2 labs are there, sir, in a semester. In second semester also, we do have 2 labs.
Same structure for other.
Yes.
Term paper means? Term paper.
Term paper means in that semester he has to take any one specialized topic and he has to study thoroughly. Then, if possible, it can be published.
Okay,
Like
but
a
by the
seminar.
time for assessment, the publication may not have happened now.
Sometimes, because one semester is there, at the end of the semester, if he submits also, we are allowing him to give the seminar.
Have you written it in the regulations? Have you put that condition in the regulation?
Regulations also we have put it, sir.
No, publication of term paper.
It
Have
is
you explicitly mentioned in the regulation or not?
in the regulation also we have mentioned that the term paper publication is a must.
No.
Option.
No. It is difficult. Graduation will be delayed.
No, so the paper is up to the mark, then they will publish. Otherwise, there is an option only.
Or you do one thing, sir. See, you can have a
optional, sir.
It's an okay, sir. Optional we will put it.
Okay. You can write a small project report kind of thing. Option a choice for him.
Okay, sir.
So that publication is also there. Means it's okay. That's what.
Okay.
Because always better to have a separate plan B for some situations.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. We will amend it. So next, when we go for another. So these are the
CSC,
regarding yes, CSC, sir. Shall we open the CSC, sir?
No, anyway, it is time is what
Yes, sir.
Ajay Garu is mentioning. Just quickly you can go through.
Okay,
Anything is
okay.
there, you can communicate.
Okay, sir. Sure,
Only
sir.
for formal approval, any amendment, they will communicate to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So these are regarding core structure and regulations of
No.
MCA and MTech.
See, basically, these MTechs, that is what majority in India, the admissions are low because if you are having operating system, higher semester, you are having advanced operating system. You don't have any added value to recognize by industry. So you can have it 3 streams, data science, IoT, security, safety, and this one artificial intelligence, machine learning is there, no? So such kind of streams you can have in MTech also, so that you can attract admissions. Basically, if you admissions attraction, majority times what happens, no, our people from rural, they will come to Bangalore, take room, they struggle to acquire the latest knowledge.
Yes, sir.
So it is equal to 1 year MTech like that they will do. So if you done it campus itself, it will be helpful for MTech admission.
Sure, sir. We will incorporate those
Your
subjects.
institution should go from autonomous to other higher levels. That is required. Say PG and R&D is highly required for any institution to become nationally recognized. Then of course internationally. So the first step is PG and R&D. By keeping the sustainability of UG courses, you can plan that.
Sir. Sure, sir. We will definitely plan it.
Even MTech, all these power-related, all these are latest smart manufacturing or smart grid, like that, latest streams.
Sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you can ask others. My part is over. Anybody, any other learned members, if they want to contribute, then otherwise.
Sir. Satyanarayan, sir. Okay.
What is the distribution of Mohan?
Sir.
Hello?
Sir.
What
Sir,
is the
this is
distribution of what is the distribution of internal and external marks in MTech program?
40-60.
Sir, 40-60, sir.
Okay.
40-60.
Sir, 40-60.
Yeah. How many credits are there in MCA program for 2 years?
For 2 years, 4 credits for theory course, sir.
Hello?
4 credits for theory course, sir. 2 credits for lab, sir.
Total number of credits.
96, sir.
Okay. Good.
Thank you, sir.
So on behalf of the management of Adi Shankara Group of Institutions, I take an opportunity to thank Dr. K. Ramakrishna, Dean Quality, KL University, Dr. Sobha Rani, Professor Controller of Exams, IARE, Dr. T.V. Suresh Kumar, Director IQAC, Geetham University, Dr. B.V. Subbarao, Member, General Manager, SDSC SHAR. And I also thank nominees of the university, Professor Satyanarayana Garu, ex officio member, Director of Academic Planning and JNTU Anantapur, and Professor C. Sashidhar, ex officio member, Director of Evaluation, JNTU Anantapur, Anantapuram. And we extremely thank you for all the inputs you have given. I am sure after the incorporating all your suggestions, our program will be more attractive and it's of more quality so that the students who come to our institutions will be extremely benefited. And we thank you for your patience. And I think it is more than an hour. Probably you might have planned it for 45 minutes. And whatever the inconvenience you had with this extension of time, we are extremely sorry for that. And we extremely thank you from our bottom of our hearts for your patience, your knowledge, your guidance, and to make us more attractive to our students. Thank you, and we'll be in touch with you. And whatever the documents you needed during this meeting, we'll be sending you by email. And if you need anything more, kindly just either SMS or send a small mail to our director, Dr. Mohan sir, so that it will the required information will be sent to you immediately. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Because you have done very good work, sir. Hello?
Sir.
Because you have done a good work.
Sir.
You make all the modifications, whatever it is suggested by the Academic Council.
Sir.
And send that document to the respective mails.
Sure, sir. Definitely, sir.
And take the approvals from all the members.
Sure, sir. Sure.
If any corrections they are going to suggest, that corrections also you can incorporate.
Definitely, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mohan Garu. Bye.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.